Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to the video today. And today we're looking at Halo Infinite. I re-downloaded it and I've been playing a few games and I've been trying to, in a way, kind of, I don't know, not brush it off instantly and trying to actually see what the game is about, if that makes any sense. You know, trying to actually, in a way, get into the game, into the like meta and stuff like that, but kind of not really, because all I do is big team battle, because 4v4 is not really that fun to me. So yeah, starting with that off, let's go ahead and start off with the good things of Halo Infinite and some of the things that, you know, kind of can keep you coming back to Halo Infinite. Starting off, the easiest one is fast lobbies. You have a ton of people on Xbox and some people on Steam, and even though it says, like, when I was playing early in the mornings, even though it said it would take like 30-40 seconds, it took like 10 seconds to find a lobby inside of North America, so that was pretty cool. And on top of finding those fast lobbies, you're also getting almost seemingly no skill-based matchmaking outside of the ranked playlist, which is a good thing in a sense, but also, you know, with no skill-based matchmaking, no sort of kind of like any regulation to it, it's literally just a wild west, kind of like Battlefield. So games are going to definitely be one-sided 99% of the time. You will have that one, you know, kind of one-off game where it's actually a close game, but 99% of the time you're not going to get that. The next good thing I want to bring up is that there's a good variety of weapons in Halo. Big team battle, you start off with 2 weapons and then you get a ton of weapons that you can pick up. Cinder shot, sniper, rocket launcher, Hydra, which is like a grenade launcher, burst rifle, 2 different burst rifles, 2 different sniper rifles. There's just a good variety of weapons. You do have to find them and control the power positions which they spawn in, and that's kind of always been the Halo way, right? That's like a core gameplay mechanic. Now with that being said, that also, if you're not used to that core gameplay mechanic, it kind of sucks a little, because, you know, it's just literally controlling one area of the map and then just waiting for that weapon to spawn, because they are pretty much, I want to say, at least 40 to 50% better a minimum than the starting weapons can be. Next thing is the big team battle things. These are good things, by the way, because like I said, I've only played big team battle. It's, I think, 12v12, these big maps, right? And that's a good thing. The maps on them, like I said, big maps, but they're also pretty darn good, and they have a decently good flow, which is a real struggle that games like have. You know, if you have a big map, it's either really good or really terrible. There's no in between. So Halo does a really good job of having their big team battle maps be good maps for the modes. There isn't too many modes for it, but that's totally understandable, because trying to do like what it would be oddball on 12v12 would be an absolute mess. Even I can recognize that. So the maps and the modes that they have for big team battle, absolutely amazing. Awesome. And another thing with big team battle, like I had mentioned before, is the starter weapons. For most of the gameplay, you will be seeing a decent amount of those, like the commando starter marksman rifle, that, you know, everybody knows Halo for, like pistol that's like just 4-shot headshot. Well, this is kind of that back into Halo, but as a marksman rifle, so it makes a little more sense. And you get the assault rifle, so you get 2 pretty decently good weapons. One's close range, one is medium range, and yeah, they do the trick. You can go in just with the starter weapons and have a pretty good time. You don't necessarily need to control the power positions for those power weapons, but it definitely helps. Right, being able to have a sniper rifle definitely helps in the long ranges, but this commando rifle is actually pretty darn great. I don't have any any negative thoughts about it. And again, you don't have to worry about powered weapons. You can just get right in there and get killing, go for the objective. And yeah, that's pretty good stuff. But that does unfortunately end my good section for Halo Infinite. Now it's time to go with the bad section. One of the bad sections is the optimization can be a bit better. I am running sub 200 frames on these big team battles, you know, which every other game that has over 24 players, I run at over 200 frames. So it's a little bit whack, and also I do feel it being stuttery at times, not too often, but definitely can be. For a AAA game, it runs very well, but that's about it. If an indie game did this, it would be absolutely amazing with the performance that they're getting, which is weird because, you know, sometimes we actually get better performance from indie games than the big AAA games. With that optimization, I have crashed a fairly large amount of times. I think over like out of every 5 games I'll crash once, so it's around like 20%. Not sure what that's about, but yeah, a little bit weird, a little strange, but especially from a AAA game like this. But yeah, not terrible, but yeah, still a decent amount of crashes for being out for over a year and being on season 3. I think that's the biggest kind of like letdown for that. Another weird thing when I'm playing the game is I'm on 1080p. I have my render resolution all the way up, everything, and the game just looks weirdly blurry 90% of the time. It's not like super crisp like other games are. And I have my sharpness turned down pretty decent amount for that, or I mean up a decent amount, so I'll mess around with that, but it definitely still looks blurry at those longer ranges, which is kind of weird. Alright, let's get over to the kind of worst section. So that was kind of like the bad, but you can overlook it. The kind of worst section for me, and this is coming from a gamer that's mostly like FPS for like aim down sights, you know, aim down sights is king, things like that. Yeah, they're I don't know what it is when I'm playing Halo, but I have to use my monitor crosshair every single time I play Halo because it just doesn't seem to connect right if I don't. Like, it feels like I'm on target, but it feels like there's maybe a spread for some of these, like the marksman rifle, you know, and it just feels weird, right? That it doesn't completely line up all the time. Especially when aiming down sights. So I don't know, there's a weird spread, and I've noticed I have to not be as accurate in order to get kills, which is kind of weird. On top of that, controller is still definitely dominant for most weapons. They definitely feel a lot better on controller than they do on PC, and to combat this, I think, what was it, the developers 343 or something, they ended up adding aim assist to mouse and keyboard, which is very present. You'll notice it very much, which is so strange to have aim assist on your mouse, kind of just pushing you back in a weird way when you're trying to do something else. So very strange decision, and they thought that was like really the only way to kind of balance it. So yeah, aim assist is pretty bonkers, but that is the Halo way, I guess, right? It's always been on a console and always had that insane aim assist on console, which, I mean, that kind of leads to, like, you kind of gotta let the aim assist just take over sometimes, you know. It's Halo Infinite realistically doesn't seem to be that game for insane aimers, you know. Like, I feel like that aim assist will mess you up a decent amount if you're like an insane aimer. Not to say that you can't be an insane aimer on this, but it's definitely not as useful in Halo. Which leads me to my last negative point, which is because personal aim isn't the biggest thing to go with. You know, positioning is a lot more important, and so are team battles. 90% of the battles here are kind of team battles, so you're gonna have to be trading off and things like that. Being, you know, running off solo, you're gonna get destroyed pretty fast before you even take down people's shields, because again, you're getting hit by 2 people, and just kind of really discouraging to play solo, and things like that, even on big team battles. So yeah, kind of a weird thing, but hey, that's Halo, right? Overall, a pretty okay experience. I would definitely recommend it if you're going to like a party with friends to like big team battles, or like you know, regular social games, and just absolutely messing around. That would be great. And yeah, solo playing, not the best, and I wouldn't recommend it too often, but there's that. I don't know if I'll keep playing Halo and keep doing it over and over again, you know, it's like kind of like a main game type of thing. But yeah, I'm trying to find things that have some decent amount of players and things like that, and they're kind of just not going well. But either way, thanks guys for listening and watching this random Halo gameplay. Appreciate it, and hopefully see you guys in another video. More Ironsight for sure coming this week, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.